Ladies and ugly men, Handsome Contreras here. Welcome to Handsome Island. This is Watch Me Make It, where I talk mindset, money, and real estate. Let's get straight to it. I know it's been a long time since you've seen me. There's good reasons for that, there's bad reasons for that, but there's always reasons for everything. And the reason I'm here now, let me get straight to it, is I want to discuss a specific topic, piggybacking. Why I say piggybacking, and why am I even talking about this topic? It's because that's pretty much the reason I'm recording right now. So a lot of you know, one of my mentors, my mentor in this YouTube universe is Radikal Dan Hughes, AKA the Radical Marketer. He's been gone for a minute. Why has he been gone? Because he's been teaching us in his mastermind. So it's been over 9 months since he made a video. Now, February 18th, his birthday, he put out a video. He's been telling us for months, hey, starting on my birthday, get ready. I'm putting out daily clips, daily for the full year. I'm gonna show you guys how it's done. Now, we didn't really have an understanding of what he meant or how he was gonna do it. In my head, I'm just like, bro, how are you doing a video a day? And I just started trying to calculate it, right? I know he doesn't go all crazy with editing. He's not really concerned with the quality of the look. To him, it's like, hey, I'm bringing value. I'm bringing you straight heat. You're gonna love it. You got no choice, because what I'm bringing you is gonna help you. It's gonna elevate you. And we finally saw a piece of what he meant. So what he's doing is this. On his main channel, the Radical Marketer channel, at least this is my interpretation for what I've seen thus far. Don't be getting on me about no craziness like, that's not what he's doing. I'm just saying what I've seen, right? By the way, don't mind the lighting. I know you're supposed to do it with the lighting coming from front, but I was just chilling with Pierre and I was like, you know what? Let me just make a video, bro. Let me stop overthinking it. So if you got a problem with all the white balance and all that stuff, back to what I was saying. I think what he's doing is going with the long format videos and bringing you value, right? Like making these long format videos that have to do with creation, with financing still, with all those things. But the daily videos is literally just him with his phone, vertical format on his Radikal Hughes channel, which is right down here. Go follow. And he's gonna just be giving you like a vlog, right? He said it, his ups, his downs, his stuff like that. And it's funny because when I saw the video, I said, oh. We had a mastermind call this past Thursday. We were talking about real estate. Big Joe Writer, man, Being Real with Joe. Check him out on YouTube as well. I mentioned him before. Here's the link. Anyway, where's like up in the corner? I don't know, man. I'm rusty like Dusty, so forgive me. It's been a minute, right? So we were on this call and then they asked like, who's a fan of fixing and flipping? Who's against fixing and flipping? I'm a huge proponent for it. I also know the dangers of it. You guys could see in one of my last videos, like in December, we got our project shut down. We spent 6 weeks without being able to do anything. It's called a stop work order for those that don't know. It's not the end of the world though, right? You fix up, look sharp. You start figuring out what's the next move. So that's why fixing and flipping may not be for everybody, because some people will panic. I, thank God, have a good team. I built a good team around me. So it's not all just coming down on me. For that reason, I'm a proponent of fixing and flipping, even though I myself am changing my direction, right? I'm back with Chris Jefferson, my old mentor, because we have to work things out. Like the game has changed a bit. Fixing and flipping might not be the move, but there's still fixes and flips out there, right? You're still gonna find them, except I'm aiming more now for wholesales, hotel, novation, all these other subjects, which I'll make videos on. It's funny because that's what I was saying. In that video, in that mastermind, that's what Dan said. He was like, bro, why don't you just document? Why don't you just document yourself in these flips and doing your daily real estate stuff? And I was like, I can't, because I don't have nobody, I don't have like a camera team. Like I'm my own camera guy. And my teammates, my business partners in the real estate world don't like this. Like to them, this is a joke. Every time I even pull out a camera and set it up, they're like, oh, here's this guy again. Because they don't understand it. And I know Dan's face was a little confused, right? Radical, he was just like, that's an excuse. And now by seeing what he's doing with his vlogging point, which again, he doesn't care that it's not nice quality or edited like I do these videos. It doesn't matter. It's what he says, you're bringing the value. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, damn. Well, there's one thing that happened. My lights went out, so now this is really gonna look a little funny. But I'm finishing this video because I'm bringing you that heat. This is the point that I'm making. This is what he's doing, right? The ups, the downs, the mistakes, the things that happen. Now my lighting is off, but I don't let that get me off motion. I know what the point of this video is. Again, I'm not scripted, maybe I should be, but I also know what I came here to say, and that's about piggybacking. So seeing him do that gave me that air again, like, yo, bro, you gotta do this. Like, you gotta get on it. He said it, yo, this personal branding shit ain't for everybody. Not everybody can do what we do. And that's okay because it's not meant for them. Other stuff are meant for people. There's other people that can do the scripting. There's other people that can do a whole elaborate thing with just their phone and they love to edit on here. I don't. It's not my thing. I love to do this. I love to get on my computer and actually edit, put the audio right, do these things that I know. But regardless, I'm gonna piggyback off his movement. Another person that talks about piggybacking, and I love to follow her, is Leila Hormozi. Now, it's piggybacking in a different way as well. So people look at that and they're like, piggybacking, so you're just jacking somebody's style, you're jacking somebody's flow? No. If you think for one single second that you or any other creator out there is really just the most authentic, original person on earth, you're not paying attention to the world. We all undoubtedly create our style, create our delivery, create the way we speak, how we engage on camera, even the content we put out there by watching others. Whether we know it or not, we're piggybacking off other things. This is the point where you go, hey, who's doing what I like? Who's bringing the message the way I like? And I bring up Leila Hormozi for that reason. Her husband, Alex Hormozi, that's how I found her. And Alex is dope. I love his content. I love the stuff he talks about, but he doesn't resonate the same way with me as I do with Leila, right? Like there's something about her approach, her delivery, the angle that she's coming from, how she tells her stories that I relate to because it's kind of how I tell my stories. You know, she's very unfiltered. She doesn't care. It's like, hey, you know, bam, bam, bam. And it's like, well, that's my content. Take it or leave it. I'm bringing you that value. I'm bringing you that truth. And I know that's where I kind of live in. I'm in that boat. Hence why I gravitated toward Radikal, because he is that person. I said it before, he doesn't do the editing and all that stuff, but when you see the way he talks, how he delivers his compassion for others, like what they're going through, his desire to bring that heat, to create an impact, to really give you stuff that's gonna propel you forward, I feel that because I am that. So at this point, it's been in my head too for a couple of weeks. I know I've sat back and haven't done much in the last couple of weeks, so people are gonna see this video and be like, bro, where you been at? We're done, we're over you. Okay. Like, what am I gonna do, cry? I ain't gonna cry, I still gotta do this. Cause my goal is not for you, no offense. I love for people to engage, I love them to follow, I love seeing the comments, especially my community, the people in the Radikal Nation. But if everybody just doesn't like my stuff or doesn't watch my stuff, I knew what my goal was in the beginning, right? It's called Watch Me Make It because I'm setting this up for my family, for my friends, my kids, my nieces, nephews, anybody down the line to have a record of what I've done. Do I want it to get monetized? Do I want it to blow up? 1,000%. You know, let's be honest. There's a part of that in it, right? It's like Dan always says, you need money for the mission. I'm on a mission to create inner winners, but I need money to do so. I need money for advertising, to create impact. You need attention. You need people to see your stuff if they're gonna follow your stuff, right? They're gonna do the things that you want them to do. So, piggybacking is where it's at. Now let me tell you this, because there is a darker side to piggybacking, and it's the side that I think is straight suck. Straight up. There's a gentleman out there, and I'm gonna use him as an example, even though I really love his content. Like, I really love his content, but he does some piggybacking that to me is loser status, especially a person of his stature. I don't remember his name, but if I do, I'll put his picture here and you'll probably recognize him. But his thing is, he's been like a trader, like he trades stocks and stuff like that and options, yada, yada, yada. And he's made a good living off of that, and he's brought that world to YouTube. But as of late, a lot of his content is geared toward, hey, do you wanna know 4 or 5 side hustles that you can start right now? Blah, 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 blah. Hey, you know you can use ChatGPT to make $10,000 a month, blah, blah, blah. And I look at this stuff and it's alarming because he is piggybacking, right? Piggybacking off a very popular movement at the moment, which are side hustles, which is AI, and using that to fluff up his views, which is cool. It's a business point, right? And he even tells you in these videos, most of them do, hey, you know, I don't really do this stuff because I don't have time for it, but I do understand it. Bro, You don't do it because you know damn well the percentage of people that will actually benefit off doing these side hustles is very, very slim. And that to me is where piggybacking just gets a little bit ugly. Because you see it. You see a lot of your favorite creators right now doing videos on how to create a faceless channel with ChatGPT, how to use AI for this, for that. The side hustles you should be doing. There's one dude, it's embarrassing. I saw his stuff and I'm like, even when I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, hold on. If anybody even does this, you will get blocked by YouTube. You will get demonetized so quick, it's not even funny. Because the amount of clicks and stuff that people have to do after they hit your little link, because he does like this affiliate thing, will literally get you malware and spam and all this stuff out that. There's no way this even makes sense. But that video he did has like 230,000 views. So if I'm, guessing, your man over here is making like 20K off of you getting malware all over your computer. That's where piggybacking goes wrong, right? If you're piggybacking and you're straight copying somebody, if you're piggybacking and you're leading people down a path that you don't know anything about because you haven't done it, right? That's like if I got up on here and I'm telling you guys, yo man, here's how to flip a commercial property. So we got this building. I can tell you that to the T. I could break it down probably better than most people actually doing it because I understand it on an intellectual level. Have I done it? No. So I would not talk to you about that. And if I did bring that information forward, I would get one of my friends that are actually in that side of the business to come and do a video with me. I would share the info, of course. I'd be like, yo, look, this is what people doing this. I haven't done it and this is why I haven't done it. Because I'm gonna tell you, yo, there's a lot of risks when you get to certain levels. There's a lot of risk even with lower level stuff that you start doing. There's people making crazy bread off faceless ChatGPT channels. They're doing it. But man, oh man, it's not an easy road and it's not for everybody. Yet the way they paint it, they make everything seem so easy because they're piggybacking off a movement that works at the moment to feed their algorithm. Nothing against it. I did a video on Kanye West that some might take as piggybacking, but it really wasn't. You know why? Because I love Kanye West and I saw the angle of what he was doing at that time. Did it go down a different road? Maybe, but what he said and what he did at that time, I firmly believe in and I understand. Same thing, I made a video on LeBron and some people were like, yo, you're not a LeBron fan. I'm like, are you watching the video? Because I literally say that in the video. But LeBron did something that I really truly admire. It's something that I expected of him for years as a leader of the generation that he's in. And when he did it, I said, yo, I gotta talk on this. I'm not a Bills fan, but when this kid got hit in that chest, I felt that. I prayed for him. I was like, yo, bro, there's nothing that's gonna bring more attention to this than people actually posting it out there and getting in prayer together. Now, some people complain. They thought I was using that as a ploy. I said, yo, I'm not piggybacking off of this for no other reason than for prayer reasons, right? Than for people to actually get on it. If you don't believe so, that's on you. It is what it is. You don't know me from a hole in the wall anyway. So yeah, man, piggybacking. So concluding this, I'ma say this. Find your favorite creator, find 2 or 3 of them if you want. Find somebody doing the things that you want to do, but also living the kind of life you want to live when it comes to creating this content. Because you're not gonna always be in the right mindset, right, or in the right pocket to create content. I myself, like I said, I've been out of it. It's not because the people I follow aren't doing it. I just really been going through a lot financially. The real estate stuff is good. Thankfully, we got out of that mess. But a lot of stuff with my e-com store, with my marketing agency, with my credit repair agency. There's so many things that have been falling apart in the background of things, which I will be making videos on and will be bringing to the forefront as I solve them, because some of them are legal matters, right, that I can't really talk about. And some of them, might get me in trouble when I end up knocking on somebody's door like, what up, daddy, where my bread at? Just kidding, I won't do that. I'm a changed man. Find a person that you want to emulate and piggyback off their content. Don't be a straight biter. That's disgusting. It's ridiculous. But do find out what they got that you think meshes with you and use it. Like I'm piggybacking off of Radikal's flow right now. The fact that he's back in the realm. I don't do content like him. Right? It's not like I went and grabbed my phone and started doing that, which I might. I don't know. But that's not what I'm doing right now. But I'm piggybacking off that energy because he's a creator that I love. He's a creator that I see and I'm like, damn, he's doing what I would want to do. Would I do it a little different here and there? Yeah, of course. But the actual skeleton of it, right? Like the foundation of it, nah, he's doing it the right way. And I'm piggybacking off of his energy right now. So Radikal, my brother, You already know. Thank you so much for everything you've done. The reason I'm on here doing these videos is really because of him. You know, he gave me that extra push. It's not about the talent that I had. It's not about the ability that I had. I knew all this stuff. I know how to do this stuff with my eyes closed. Yeah, but the vote of confidence that came from that, right? That's why community matters. That's why having a mentor matters. That's why a lot of these things that people might make fun of and be like, oh yeah, you're in a mentorship. That's what's up, bro. Cool. They don't understand the actual fuel it gives you. Just via osmosis, man. Just being in the right room with the right people, even if it's online. Ladies and ugly men, thanks again for joining me. I'm so upset that my freaking light died out. That's why they told me, like, yo, get an electrical one. I'm like, nah, man, the battery went just fine. Except I don't have like a backup battery, so. Anyway, let's stop interrupting Pierre's nap. Ladies and ugly men, remember, God is good, God is grand, God is great. Stay favored. Yeah.